1, go.
How we doing, Ballard CrossFit? Coach Aaron here with my lovely assistant, Coach Sarah, in the hair and abode. It's Sunday, May 3rd, and we are doing our Sunday strength. All right, so rumor has it we're gonna be at home a little longer, so I think we should do more strength stuff. So we're gonna start adding a little more strength things to our workouts. You're gonna have your WODs, but we don't want to lose all of our gains. All right, so today we are doing a much more strength focused workout, and something you guys can start working on if you haven't already is to get a heavy object or a challenging object, and we'll go over the difference here in just a second. But something that is heavier, challenging to you to do strength-based movements. Strength, let's define that. We're building power and muscle density to do more weight, all right? WODs are great for conditioning. We can train speed, balance, coordination, all those things. We want to focus on strength, so it's going to be a little slower process. You're going to be doing more rest, kind of like when we do back squats, all right? And second term I want to talk about today is called a superset. That means I'm going to have 2 exercises, and I'm going to do them right back to back with no rest in the middle, all right? So you might think of every workout in a WOD as a series of supersets, all right? But for strength, you can see here we have 4 pairs of movements. You're going to do the first movement right into the second movement as one set. So we have these 4 pairs. You're going to do 3 supersets of each pair. You're going to do pair 1 3 times with about a minute between supersets, all right? Then you'll do pair 2 3 times, pair 3 3 times, pair 4 4 times. Strength, this should be challenging, this is gonna be hard, and it's gonna make you feel really good inside, all right? So let's go through these movements. All right, our first pair of movements is back squats and one-legged deadlifts, all right? So I was talking about a heavy or a challenging object, all right? So you wanna be clear how you define these terms, all right? A challenging object is something that's just challenging to work with. That's a definition of it. Something that's heavy can also be challenging, but sometimes things that are challenging don't like being called heavy, so we call them challenging, all right? With that in mind, I'd like to ask my assistant to come out here and help me for a sec. All right, my lovely assistant here. She is a challenging object, all right? I would not want to call her anything else because she might become more challenging. So I'm going to take my challenging object and we're going to do some challenging back squats, all right? Are you ready? We tried a few times. This seems to be our most effective way. I'm gonna stand her up. I'm gonna get set. And I'm gonna stick my hips back and make sure I'm giving her the full butt and getting a nice deep squat. And as long as she can work with me.
Challenging objects do not eat first.
And then I'm going to go immediately into one-legged deadlifts. I'm gonna have my object in the hand with my foot up. I'm sending my hips back, loading that hamstring, loading that glute, keeping my knee tracking out. 8
For the butt.
of those on each side.
Good.
All right, our second pair of movements is slow push-up negatives and lying tricep extension. So push-ups, the negative is going to be lowering as slow as I can. All right, we're looking for 6 to 10 seconds in the lower. You're looking for about 6 to 10 reps. So keep your nice strong plank and slowly lower down for 6 to 10 seconds. If you can, press back out. If you can't, after that, you can kick yourself back up, and then again, 6 to 10 seconds. Nice, slow, all the way to the floor. Okay, if that's really hard, we can go up against a wall or a table. Same idea, nice and slow, all the way down. Press out. If that is easy, you can wear a backpack. You can wear a weight vest. You can put your feet up on your couch and do the same movement. It's going to be harder. Okay, I'll do 6 to 10 of those. Then I'm going right into our lying tricep extension. We've done these in class. Arms straight to the sky, elbow does not move. Lower that weight. Fire it back up. All right. Keep that elbow in place. 8 of those on each side. All right, on to our third pair of movements. We're going to do bent over rows and bicep curls. So if you can find something heavy enough, I'd like these to be 2 hands from the floor. So I have this basket. I filled it with a bunch of climbing gear. I'm putting another bag on top with water and books in it. And I'm going to keep my back set. Load those hamstrings so I can stay nice and strong here, and then I'm going to row this object as high as I can, squeeze for a second, come back down. All right, and I really want you to think about pulling with your shoulders, letting your arms just kind of hang there, all right? Use that back to do the work. Now, another option would be just a 1-arm row. So if I don't even have a dumbbell, I have a weighted backpack, I can use this couch, and I can row with 1 arm to get that work in. Also, if you happen to have a band at home, these are very useful. You can rig up all kinds of things. So I can stand on this, grab there in the middle, set my back, and I can get a pretty effective row to get those back muscles working, okay? And then you're going to go into your bicep curls, 8 on each side. Stand nice and tall. Again, elbow stays in place. And I'm going to squeeze that up as high as I can. Get a little squeeze at the top. Nice and smooth. Quality. All right, 8 of those on each arm.
Ew.
All right, our final pair is seated press and shoulder raises. All right, so depending on what objects you have, all right, if you have 2 light objects, maybe you just want to put them both in 1 hand and do 1-arm seated press to make it the most challenging. All right, if you have 1 kind of heavy object, you can do 1 arm at a time. Do 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. If you have reasonably weighted objects, you can do both arms at the same time. All right, but stay seated, keep your core down, and press with those shoulders overhead, okay? Work through that, and then take 2 objects, and we're doing shoulder double raises, okay? So 1 rep is forward raise, 1, 2, 3, all right? Keep those arms long. You're really working the full shoulder or deltoid muscles, all right? Enjoy this. Have fun. Work through it at a good pace. Listen to some music. I got a little sweat going just demoing this stuff. So enjoy your Sunday. Have a great week. Lots of Zoom classes coming at you next week. We will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. So go like this. Okay, you're good. And then I'm gonna go immediately into stiff one-legged deadlift. Sorry, not stiff. One-legged deadlift.
Okay, try the piggyback again.
Huh? Okay. I mean, let's just do that and this. Get the butt. Have some butt.
Are you tired?
No, just getting loose, warming up. It's not heavy, it's challenging.
Ooh, that's smart.
There we go.
Yeah. it's okay. I'm okay.